Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We request everyone to kindly settle down and switch your phones to silent mode as we resume the function. I request the dignitaries to kindly be seated on the stage. To continue the proceedings, I warmly invite Professor Alok Krishna, Director XIME Kochi, for the welcome address.
Good afternoon to all of you. We are on the penultimate day or the time of the event, the valedictory event of the Maria Philippe Future Leaders Debate Competition. This competition, if you look at it, I think all the winners, I think start off with all the participants. Let me congratulate you all, not for participating here, but having gone through the entire journey, which started off with a zonal round at each of the states. The winners then further went into the regional rounds or the state level rounds. You have won that, and finally you have come over here for the South India level rounds of the Maria Philippe Leaders Debate Competition. So congratulations to all of you for having come here for this. So before we start, let me formally welcome Mr. Anil J. Philip, our president, who has come from Bangalore all the way here, and we are really glad that you took time and you are here for this event. Let me also welcome all the judges who have come here, and today morning I think they have really had a tough time to really judge differentiate among teams, and finally I think we have the scores ready in the back end. And also let me also welcome all the faculty, staff, and all the participants and their parents and relatives who have come here for this event. Welcome.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. The Maria Philippe Future Leaders Debate is a tribute to a young woman whose vision continues to inspire generations, whose dream was to build a society where every individual could speak freely, think boldly, and lead confidently.
To share more about the story and legacy of Maria Philippe, we call upon Varsha and Jomi of Batch 13.
Maria was born on 9th April 1964 in Kerala. She pursued her schooling at the Convent of Jesus and Mary, New Delhi, and completed her BA Honours in Psychology from Jesus and Mary, New Delhi. While Maria was a sincere student throughout her schooling, she was also an excellent orator, organizer, and active participant in extracurricular activities. She was a born leader, and in recognition of her diligence, she was made the head girl at Loreto School, Ranchi, games captain at Convent of Jesus and Mary School, and secretary of debating club at Jesus and Mary College. The crowning glory for Maria was when she was elected as the most popular girl at the All India Cultural Festival montage at Jesus and Mary College in 1984. Having always been passionate about human resources management, she decided to pursue a master's program in personal management at the Madras School of Social Work. Unfortunately, during her final year, she was called to the Almighty's abode on September 13, 1986, leaving her dreams of contributing to the development of society unfulfilled. Maria was the inspiration behind the father in the founding of XIME. Now let's watch a video about Maria.
Thank you, Varsha, for the heartfelt narration. The spirit of Maria Philip clearly lives on through this initiative.
Now, it's time to hear from one of XIME's strongest pillar, Mr. Anil J. Philip, President XIME Society, whose leadership has shaped XIME's journey of excellence.
Varsha, thanks to you, I think they made me taller because there's a platform here. Thank you, Varsha, for setting the context in terms of telling us a little bit about Maria. Thank you, judges, for being part of today. And what I'd like to do is really share with you all the story about Maria a little more deeper, and similarly about Professor Philip, who's the founder of XIME, and how he took decisions in life, and today's topic also can be used to understand why they become important. So, actually this contest should have been held tomorrow, April 9th. April 9th is Maria's birthday. April 9th tomorrow would make her 62 years old if she was still alive. Reason we had to move it to today was because of the Kerala elections which are happening tomorrow. So how did she inspire her father? Actually, the first thing is she was always great in debate, multicultural activities, etc. But just before passing, and exactly a week before passing, and once 3 months before she passed, she told her father, who was at that time the Director of IIM Bangalore, that when you finish with IIM, I want you to make a B school. I want you to build a B school which is egalitarian in nature, which is, treats everybody with an opportunity to grow. And at that time, I don't think the concept of aspiring India existed. But in her own words, she said, help aspiring India. So, in 1991, Professor Philip had a choice. After 6 years at IIM Bangalore, Government of India told him you can become the Director of IIM Lucknow. Or he had to fulfill his daughter's dream. And all he had is 10,000 rupees. The journey of XIME, that's not what we're talking about. He had an easy route, which was another good position IIM, or this tough route where he never knew where it will lead him. He chose obviously his daughter's dream. One of the reasons that we started this debate competition right after she passed away was because she loved debates. And that is why we focus a lot on communication. Today afternoon will be communication at the intra level of XIME. And now it is about the intercollegiate of undergraduate students. This is our way, because of what Maria would have wanted, to promote communication. Because they say communication is the lesson of leadership, is the best lesson of leadership. Now let me take you back to that decision that Professor Philip made, and how I'll try to relate it to your topic of today, which is AI. See, today the easiest thing for all of us to do is use AI in everything that we do. We can outsource everything to AI, including basic thinking. Now that is where Sigmund Freud's pain-pleasure principle comes into effect. As humans, we try to do, all decisions are taken basis two things: to get pleasure or to avoid pain. Those are the two reasons how decisions are taken. You take your decision if you think this one will avoid pain or this one will give me pleasure. There's a cake in front of you, and I'm one of those guys who always gets tempted by chocolates and cakes and stuff like that. It shows also, unlike Professor Alok. He loves sweets more than me, but it doesn't show on him. I'm not able to avoid it because I go for that immediate gratification of what that chocolate does to me. But if I am able to think the long term and say that this will give me greater pleasure if I can reduce 10 kilos, I can be more healthy if I exercise, eat less, etc., etc. In a way, I have built myself into a healthier being. So that is a simple, very simplest example of why we go after pleasure. But same way, when Professor Philip had that choice, he could have easily gone after IIM Lucknow. But he said, I will, because in the long run, I will get the greatest joy and the greatest pleasure if I can improve the lives of students and give students a better life. So that's the way that you have to do it. Same way, if today's it was more about regulation. I'm not somebody who will say don't use AI. I'll say please use AI. But don't use AI to such an extent that you lose your thinking. Because what does AI do? Oh, who will sit and write one whole page? I'd rather just use AI and do it. But then you've killed your thinking. And in the long run, the same AI that you use today will replace you fully, because you have no thinking left in you. And the only difference today left, and maybe that will also go, between us and AI is that we can still think. So remember, use the pain-pleasure principle to say the long-term gain of not getting over-dependent on AI is a choice you will make. It is a choice you have, it's a choice you will make. And always remember, you always have a choice. Thank you very much. And like Alok said, there were almost 300 teams that participated through this event. And it came down to 8, out of which I think 7 came today. 8 teams from 5 states. So the contest was very good. So congratulations to all of you. And if you were wondering why we changed the format in the last minute, and I hope you all enjoyed the format. Where are the participants? Yeah, I hope you like the format. The reason is during my time or during Maria's time, we had to go to a library and research. Today you have to just say, this is the topic, boom. AI give me the best response. Depending on the prompt, you will get, somebody told a very good Bandipur example about the tigress, right? I like that start. And I know the judges won't get biased because they've already judged. I like that example. But how much of it was your own thinking? So the reason we had that Q&A session was so that we know you have researched beyond what you have written. That was the whole thought behind it. So if you were wondering why did we add this in the last minute, so that you are thinking more, reading more and coming prepared more. Right? So all the best, and I hope may the best team win. But like Alok said, everyone was a winner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts. Dear audience, we have now kept you waiting all this time only to reveal that patience in your garden yields the most potent fruits. Without further delay, we would like to welcome Ms. Lavanya to give a brief observation on the performance of the debaters. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected President, Anil J. Philip, respected Director, Officiating Director, Alok Krishna sir, respected Dean Academics, Soni Varghese sir, members of our jury, Dr. Roy and Rajshri Shenoy ma'am, my faculty colleagues and students, the participants and everybody who has accompanied them from the long distances. Thank you so much for being here and for taking out your time in order to go through this contest and the amazing participation. So we did hear about Maria Philip. She is an inspiration, definitely, but she is also an emotion when it comes to each and every one of us here at XIME and XIS. Because, the kind of family values that we understand that Professor Philip has started off the legacy with, not only just starting with the best management education, but also instilling the family values of valuing his eldest born, but every year, year on year, through the strengths and skill sets that she loved and adored to be seen in the younger generations, and our President Sir, following it through. We are thankful for that at XIME. And so today, the younger generation, that is most of you, I think many of us shy away from public speech, from extempore speeches, from anything to do with oratory, because we like to sit back and enjoy what is there. However, hats off to all of you for having gone through all the grueling rounds of this contest at a campus level, state level, and now at the South India Finals level. I think all of you need that applause for your persistence, consistency, and resilience. Thank you so much. So, we all know that in order to be successful in a debate, the 3 M's matter: matter, method, and manner. And I think all the 7 teams have done absolute justice to that. And if you were to research about many public personalities who have become successful in various walks of life, debating skills in their younger years or during academics has really helped them shape and steer themselves to be a very successful person in whatever function they were in. Some of the examples could be our own Shashi Tharoor. He's a great debater who we all can relate to, leave alone his best-in-class English. Margaret Thatcher, Oprah Winfrey, or even Barack Obama, to name a few, but there are a lot of people who you can take up as role models. Now, observations that I would like to cover quickly is that all of us judges are calibrated in understanding the fact that all of you have made the presentation very holistic. You've understood the topics very well and prepared very well. The research that's gone into it, pretty deep, and all of us kept our time, which was, again, a very good advantage for each one of your teams. The rate of speech and your engagement skills were on point. Great opening. You kept us wondering what's coming next. Most of you were great at storytelling and taking us into the topic with amazing metaphors. And the use of data, statistics, and examples was also extraordinary. Thank you for doing that. Now, for all of us who would want to further sharpen and fine-tune our debating skills, I think as a management institute, we would like to, a tip that I would like to give you is that most of us would have heard about understanding our own personality types, the Myers-Briggs theory or the 16 personalities. So there is one personality type there, which is ENTP. It's a very rare personality type, which stands for extroverted, intuitive, thinking and prospecting. You may want to read up a little bit further on that, on how to hone those skills, because those are the skills that a born debater would have innately. So that would really help you to shape your future skills. Now, for us to talk about a little bit of constructive feedback, observing all the 7 teams, some of the teams I feel could have worked on pronunciation a bit more. For example, words like opportunity, said as opportunity, fatality, fatality. Then for decision, we heard a few expressions as decision, decision. So it would be good if we can take care of our pronunciation. That will help you go a long way. The body language was good consistently, but I would also suggest we could practice before the mirror so that you yourself would understand how you look like when you make your hand movements, how your legs are positioned and what angle are you keeping and what's your eye contact, are you using a lighthouse technique, etc. The accent, some of us had great neutralized accents. I think a few of us were keeping on drifting from a neutral accent, not so neutral. So we could learn how to keep it a bit more consistent with practice. And in terms of the AI-based research, what we feel is that AI, I'm sure most of us would have used AI to gather your points and your base your research on AI. However, I think we could delve deep more because the examples could be more specific than generic. I'm sure it would have helped you get more mileage. Then the regulations, the regulatory part could have been covered a little bit more in terms of content. And I think a few of the teams focused on talking about, is AI good or bad? I think that is the first feeling or that first thought that comes in our head when we read this topic. But the topic was more about regulations, regulatory AI or unregulatory AI. So I feel if we could give a little bit more of emphasis on the regulations, we could have been more bang on the topic. However, I would like to really appreciate all of your work, all of your practice, and for your time to come and participate in this Maria Philip South India Finals, the debate competition. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for those thoughtful observations. I'm sure our participants have gained valuable insights from them.
Now, the moment we all have been waiting for. The results. Any guesses? Any guesses? Okay. I request Ms. Rashi Shenoy to announce the runner-up team.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Firstly, it's a pleasure to be here. From chaos to peril, to liberty to freedom, there are many nuances to AI. And I just want to leave one thought here. On any discourse in AI, the most important aspect is how do we separate the wheat from the chaff, right? There's so much of content that is available that it becomes very difficult for each of you to kind of make connections. And that's where you have to delve deeper into your own experiences, your own thought processes, which will be the differentiator for you, because otherwise AI makes everything else a level playing field, right? With that, I will not put you in more peril. Let me lead you to liberty. I will do the honors of announcing the runner-up. So the runner-up for the Maria Philip Future Leader Debate 2025-26 is Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology, Kochi, represented by Janet Eldo and Krishnanand Prajit Menon. Congratulations to both of you.
I request the President Sahib to hand trophies, certificate and cash prize of rupees 40,000 rupees to the runner-up team, sir. Thank you, President, Rajshri ma'am. I request the runner-up team to kindly stay back on the stage for a group photo. Yeah.
And now, it's time to reveal the champions of the Maria Philip Future Leaders Debate 2025-26. I request Ms. Lavanya to announce the winning team.
Hi everyone, any guesses? I hear everything apart from 4 because they're already there, right? Alright, so we would like to call upon Darsh Gowda and Bhumika Kiran of Team 7 from Global Academy of Technology, Bangalore, to come and take the trophy today. Congratulations.
I request President XIME to hand over the cash prize of rupees 1 lakh and certificates to the winning team. Thank you, Lavanya ma'am. I request the President to please stay back and also the winning team for a group photo.
I request Dr. Roy John to announce the best speaker.
Good afternoon to all. And I don't ask you the question to guess. Our best speaker for the Maria Philip Future Leader Debate 25-26 is Darsh Gowda, Global Academy of Technology, Bangalore, Karnataka.
I request President to hand over the trophy, the certificate and cash prize of rupees 50,000 to the best speaker.
I invite President, Director, Dean, all judges and all the winners of South India Finals of Maria Philip Future Leaders Debate 25-26 to be on stage for a group photo. Participants, all winners, please come on stage. A big round of applause for the winners, please.
I'll just take a minute of all of your time. I want to thank XIME and the management for holding this competition because as far as I know, debate and oration is classified as something nerdy or confined to small audiences, but organizing such a big competition for debate and oration is truly commendable and such a great opportunity for us. And it is also a very essential skill, like Lavanya ma'am noted. Shashi Tharoor's diplomatic mission during India and Pakistan war proved essential to furthering our strength on the global stage. So debate and oration truly matters. So thank you, XIME, for organizing this wonderful competition.
Now we'll be giving the participation certificates.
From Tamil Nadu, we have Benita Rachel L. and Shobika Lakshmi H. from Karve College for Women, Trichy. I request Ms. Lavanya to hand over the certificate.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, team. From Karnataka, K. Ramya and P. Raj Vibhav, sir. From Emerald's Degree College, I request Ms. Rajeshri Shanoy to hand over the certificates.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, team. I request Dr. Roy John to hand over the certificate from Dharwad, Tarun P. and Pranamya S. from Triple IT.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, team. I request Professor Soni Varghese, Dean Academics, to hand over the certificates. From Kerala, Mohammad Safwan Farooq and Adila Isha from NIT Calicut.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, team. I request Professor Alok Krishna to hand over the prize. From Chennai, Rishon Jos and Jeffrin DR from St. Joseph's College of Engineering.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, team. I request all the 7 teams to please come on stage for a group photo.
Thank you, everyone. We now invite President XIME to present mementos to Ms. Rashi Shenoy and Dr. Roy John. Thank you, everyone. We now invite President XIME to present mementos to Ms. Rashi Shenoy and Dr. Roy John.
Thank you, sir. We are now nearing the end of this memorable event. I invite Ms. Nancy Renal, Faculty Coordinator, Maria Philip Future Leaders Debate 2025-26 to deliver the vote of thanks.
Some legacies are not remembered in words. They are felt in moments like this. Living in a state of gratitude is the gateway to grace. I consider it a great privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks on the occasion of this prestigious event. At the very outset, I would like to pay my heartfelt tribute to our beloved founder of the XIME Group of Institutions and former Director of IIM Bangalore, Professor Xavier. Though he is no with us today, his vision, values, and legacy continue to guide us every single day. Sir, we believe you are watching this event from above, alongside Maria, blessing us and taking pride in what you have created. Your love for your daughter and your unwavering commitment to building institutions that serve society will always remain an inspiration to generations. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Mr. Anil J. Philip, President of XIME Society, our mentor and guiding force. Sir, you have been the pillar behind the design and execution of this event. Your constant support means a lot to us. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank our esteemed panel of judges, Ms. Lavanya Nagarajan, Ms. Rajashree Shenai, and Dr. Roy John, for sharing their valuable time and being an integral part of this event. Your insights and feedback have truly enriched the competition. Thank you, ma'am and sir. My sincere thanks to Professor Alok Krishna, Officiating Director of XIME Kochi, for his endless support and encouragement in making this event a success. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank Professor Soni Verghese, Dean Academics, for supporting us at every stage of the execution of this event. Thank you, sir. A special note of gratitude to the state final coordinators, Dr. Meena Rani from XIME Bangalore and Ms. Arul Mary of XIME Chennai for their remarkable coordination and efforts in bringing this event to life. Thank you, ma'ams. I also thank all the zonal level coordinators for their dedication in ensuring maximum participation from colleges across South India. Thank you, coordinators. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to my fellow faculty colleagues, Dr. Ranjana Verghese, Dr. Jo Sevi, Ms. Geetika, Ms. Harsha, and all other faculty members for their constant support. My sincere thanks to the librarians, Ms. Jija and Ms. Smita, for their invaluable assistance. And I also thank Ms. Seema Sadish, the IT team, Ms. Dimi and Mr. Arjun for their technical support. A special thanks to the admin team, Mr. Jomi Lawrence, Sister Mercikuti, Mr. Viju, Mr. Vishal, and the entire administrative staff for their tireless efforts. Thank you. I would also like to thank all the student coordinators of XIME Kochi. Your energy and dedication have been instrumental in making this event a great success. Finally, I extend my deepest gratitude to the real stars of the day, the contestants, for their outstanding performances. I also thank all the parents, guardians, faculty from other institutions and guests who have joined us today and to make this event a great success. Thank you all once again for being part of this incredible journey. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for those kind words. As we conclude, I request all of you to kindly rise for the national anthem.
Jana Gana Mana Adhinayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे, जय 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 हे।
Thank you once again for being a wonderful audience. Congratulations to all the winners. We invite the judges to the MDP room and all the participants and other guests to the canteen for lunch. Have a great afternoon.